Hello guys, my name is John and thanks for coming back to my channel. And today I'll be talking about the importance of financial independence. To those of you who are not familiar with the meaning of financial independence, it simply is a state or a financial situation where the money you save in or invest enables you to live life without relying either too much or not relying at all from your paycheck. So, but why does it why does it matter these days? Well, I have three simple lists of my reasons why financial independence matters in a person nowadays. So, the very first thing in my list is to take back time. So, I think you've heard of the saying that time is gold, and I have lived my life to the point where I have realized that the most important thing to me, or almost, is, or one of them is time. Because if you come to think of it, you can breathe air, you can drink water, you can eat, you can have money, but all of them, you can work to gain money, and you can is what I'm saying is all of them is almost unlimited. But time, all we have is limited, because all of us die one day. So that's why, for me, if I think of it, the time I have in this world is the most important thing, and it matters to me now where I put my time and how I spend it. So maybe I can be a person where I work 9 to 5, but that is not my ultimate goal. Starting my job at an early age and then retiring at 60, that's not my goal now. Because I realized that the time I have in this world is, as I say, limited. So now I am proactively working to take back my time so that I don't have to work a 9 to 5 job anymore, and then I can spend that time to do the things I want. Not necessarily retire early. Maybe I can do that, but even if you're retired, you want to do something with your life. All of us want to do something with our lives, don't we? All of us want to travel, all of us wants to explore the world, or to do the things that we love, like maybe some of you want to have a business, then you can spend your time building that business that you love. Now the second thing is that to simply have an option in life. What I mean with this option is that you can have a choice to either work for someone else in exchange for money, or you can work for now for someone else with that money, and then using that money and buying assets so that those assets produce to you monthly income. And when the time comes that the passive income, when I say passive income, these are the income coming from your assets that you barely worked on, like stocks or real estate or what have you. As long as they can generate monthly income or yearly income, you can use that passive income to maybe supplement your active income, the income from your work, or you can also have the option to continue to build up that passive income from your assets by buying assets, and then through time those assets will become much more, the income coming from your assets will become much more bigger than the active income you have with your job. Then it gives you, so that, and then you can have the option to live life and simply how you want it. Because a normal person nowadays works 9 to 5, because that's the, I say, standard thing to do with our lives. But if you really wanna have a good life, you will someday want to live the life that you want. Which means, on my end, I don't want to live 9 to 5 until I'm old. So now I'm proactively building the life that I want by building the assets, buying them, so that they can generate to me income on a monthly basis, so that I have the option to live the life I want. And then, so now, the third thing is the freedom to live. Like I said, I want to live the life I want. So, for me to do that, I would need to buy assets, and by those assets generate income for me, so that they will be the one to work hard instead of me working hard to just generate money for me to spend. So that's what I want. I don't wanna work and get the income, get money that way. I wanna build my asset portfolio, and then by those assets, they work hard for me and they generate money for me, so that they enable me to live the life that I want. So that's basically it. And this may also applies to you if you also want to live the life that you want. And you might also say, I love the job that I have now. So, and to me, that is also good, as long as you love the job that you are working on. So in connection to this financial independence thing, I am building on this portfolio of mine. So this is my portfolio composition nowadays. So I think the last time that I recorded was almost 2 months ago. So this is just an update on my portfolio. So now my principal, the amount that I spent, is about 30,000 as of now, or as of the end of August. And I have the total shares of 1,191,310 shares. And the total yield or dividend yield is 4.76. So in the previous videos, this was 5%, but now this has become 4% because I have added some new, had added some new positions on some mining stocks. So this one, I have added this, as well as this other mining, which has 1 million shares, with a cost of 0.009 per share, and the Benguet Corporation stock, which has 1,000 shares with a price of 2.14. 37 pesos per share. And the other one is this Lepanto Consolidated Mining, which has 40,000 shares of with a price of 15 cents per share. And the Philodrill Corporation, which has 145,000 shares of about 0.0101 pesos per share. So, what is the purpose of these new positions that I have? So, as of now, we are in the crisis. And recently, the Philippines has recently entered a technical recession, which means that in the 2 consecutive quarters, the Philippine GDP growth rate has decreased substantially to a point where the economic growth of the nation has been halted because of certain disruptions. And this disruption is, as you know, is a health crisis, as we all know. And the effect of this health crisis is that when a certain country is affected by crisis, it forces the economy to shut down, specifically the businesses that are running in that area. So as a result, there is a halt in the economic activity in the region, and it causes the GDP to drop significantly, even to the point of negative percentage GDP growth. So now, I have positioned this portfolio of mine specifically to counter the negative effects of the GDP contraction, because as you all know, the best assets to invest in is during this time of crisis, whether they are in a recession, depression, or what have you, is in the assets of gold and silver. Because as you all know, this gold and silver is the original money from the past, and they are also a good store of value for your money. So, but here in this nation, the Philippines, we can simply buy gold and silver wherever we like. Unlike in America, where you have a gold stock and a silver stock, and you also have the option of buying the gold as it is and delivering it to your house. But here in our country, we don't have that option as of now, or maybe we have, but I don't have the simple access to it. Maybe the rich has, but I don't have. So, what are the other options that we, as an investor in the stock market, specifically has in our arsenal? So, in our country, I have observed that in the Philippine stock market, whenever there is a recession in the U.S., most of the investors pile their money in the mining sector of the Philippine Stock Exchange. So now, this is the reason why I have also piled my money in the mining sector of the Philippine Stock Exchange. As you all know, this for stocks are a mining company from Luzon, Mindanao, and wherever in this country that mines either gold, silver, nickel, copper, what have you, and all of the metals they mine is having the value of the things that they mine, the metals, is appreciating as we speak, specifically the gold and silver, and also the nickel. So that's why the tendency of the investors nowadays in our country is to invest in mining stocks so that they can also take advantage of the appreciation of the price of gold, silver, and the other precious metals. So that's why I also piled of my money in the mining sector. But the purpose of this mining sector is to counterbalance the losses of my portfolio. So these are the total shares percentage allocation. As you can see, I have increased the you say I have a lot of allocation for this Lipanto consolidated mining because it mines gold and silver and what have you, and also I believe this one. So that's my hedge against these prices that we have in. And also, speaking of, in America, there's also a looming crisis in the housing sector and also in the eviction as well. After the maybe in October, so I'm looking into that and observing the market there. So yeah. So that's all for me today, and thanks for watching and have a good day and God bless.